Invitational here for 2015. We're underway with the fifth place matches. One went pretty quickly. It was Joe Jacobs of Osage winning by a fall 5-3 over Brian Bruning of Decorah. So Jacobs will finish fifth and Bruning will finish sixth. Right now, Corbin Rowley of Decorah has a 2-0 lead on Peyton Bullerman of Southwind, and at 120 pounds right now, it is Hacken Miller of St. Ansgar and Osage's Lucas Weigel facing off with one another. They'll do all the fifth place matches, and then we will get into our championship round this afternoon. Darren Swenson, Dave Omdahl back with you. Glad you're with us on KDECradio.com here this afternoon.
And with 25 seconds left in the first period, we still got a 2-0 lead for Corbin and Decorah.
And heading into this round, New Hampton leading the way with 220.5 points. Denver Tripola second with 191.5. Osage third with 160. Southwind fourth with 140. North Fayette Valley fifth with 117. Waukon sixth with 111. Decorah seventh with 107. St. Ansgar eighth with 82. Elkader ninth with 24. And Turkey Valley in 10th with 18 points.
And Corbin Rowley starts on top there. 1 second left. That's the end of the period.
2-0 lead for Rowley there. No score over here at 20 between Hacken Miller of St. Ansgar and Weigel of Osage.
And Bullerman Southwind defers. Corbin Rowley says, I'll go down.
Our fifth place matches here this afternoon. Then we'll head right into the third and the first place matches. They'll complete one weight class before moving on to the next one. Both Dave and I feeling better as we start this round.
You bet. Nice break. Much needed.
Exactly.
We got Bullerman on top of Corbin Rowley now. He's got a leg in, crossbody ride. Trying to control the far arm. Now trying to... Now he's turning the hips with that leg. We got to get out of there. Debhari hasn't turned the shoulders yet. He's around the throat. Now Corbin comes back to his base. He's got to start. Russ got to pop that hip down, loosen him up a little bit. Leggers. We won't be rolling around with the legger. Bullerman, he's reaching for the far arm. He'd like to guillotine, I think, but I don't think he can make it because Corbin is down pretty flat on the mat. Now he brings. Oh no, we reach back behind the head. We can't do that. Oh, goodness, they're getting back points now. He's clear up on top of us. We can roll through though, and looks like we may come on top. Nope, Bullerman comes back. He's got the 3-point near fall though. Lead us 3-2. Lead Corbin 3-2.
1-0 over here with St. Ansgar leading Osage here in this fifth place match. Hacken Miller of St. Ansgar and Weigel for Osage.
Bullerman trying to put Corbin's arm behind his head. There he's got it. He's got it back there. He knows what a guillotine is. He's got the guillotine and he's getting back points. We got to can't let our arms get back there like that. And period ends. 3 more points makes it 6-2. Just cannot reach back over somebody's head when they've got the legs in.
6-2 the score there. 1-0 the score over here. Hacken Miller of St. Ansgar leading that match with Weigel of Osage. So in New Hampton, your team leader, they've got about a 30-point advantage. They have put 8 wrestlers in the finals. Denver Tripola Osage with 4 in the finals. Waukon, North Fayette Valley, and Decorah with 3 in the finals. Southwind with 2, and St. Ansgar with 1.
A little scramble here. Third period. Corbin still underneath. Bullerman a little bit high. We need to go head hunting. We tried to get out the back door. Bullerman is high. He's still got control. And they call it a stalemate. Now we should know the leg is coming in. Corbin gets set. Borman covers.
And here's a fall for Hackenmiller in 3:37. So Hackenmiller at 120 pounds will get 5th place over Weigel of Osage at 120 pounds. So up to 132 over on my mat here. It'll be Brendan Lovestoon for Decorah and Brody Bruce of St. Ansgar.
We've got Bullerman crossbody right again. 51 seconds left. Leading 6-2. He's turned us twice for that crossbody ride. And we just don't have any answer for it.
Quick takedown here for Bruce over Lovestoon, and he leads it by a 2-0 margin. Bruce, the junior, Lovestoon, the freshman.
And we get a stalemate with 28 seconds
Bruce
left.
steps over Lovestoon, and he does not, I think, get any back points there, but Brendan able to roll through, get to his feet. They are going to give Bruce 2 back points. Lovestoon now with the leg of Bruce up in the air, trips him, covers him up, hasn't gotten control yet.
Bruce still has the whizzer in.
Bruce still with that whizzer in, as Dave said. Lovestoon still with the leg up in the air, hasn't been able to do anything with it. Now Bruce will come down and cover Lovestoon. 55 seconds left here in the period. It's a, I believe, 4-0 lead. I think they did give him 2 back points.
And Corbin Rowley falls to Bullerman from Southwind, 6-2.
Bullerman 6-2, and now rolling through is Bruce. Had a couple of underhooks in Lovestoon, but Lovestoon steps through and able to cover and get a reversal. And it's 2-2 with 26 seconds left in the period. And apparently they did not give Bruce any back points earlier, so actually they put up the back points now. It's 4-2 Bruce, and Lovestoon will cover with 26 seconds left here in the first period.
And we're up at 26 here. We've got for 5th, Burns from Waukon. Thomas Burns. And we've got from Osage, Brody Roll.
Second period upon us, 7-2 lead for the St. Ansgar wrestler at 32 here, Brody Bruce. Bruce with a relatively easy escape to start the period.
And we've got
8-2 lead, and Bruce in on a leg of Lovestoon. Lovestoon trying to get the hips back, but Bruce able to step over and throw him down for a takedown. It's now a 10-2 advantage.
We've got 2 freshmen here. Thomas Burns, Waukon, Brody Roll, Osage. Both of them staying pretty well, working the middle of the mat. Nice front headlock by Roll, and an underhook takes Burns to his back and pins him. Roll from Osage with a fall, finishes 5th.
And get some bonus points for her squad.
Get some bonus points to boot. Thomas Burns finished 6th.
Here is Bruce able to get Lovestoon on his back. 1 minute left here in the period. Got the arm tied up. He's out around the head. Steps over chest to chest. Lovestoon doing his best to try to get out of it. But he was pretty flat there for a second. But Brendan battling as well as he can. But of course, you want to get Brendan to the point where you're not battling when you're on your back. You got to battle better before that. But nonetheless, Bruce completes the fall. It's 3:20. And we move on here at 138.
And I've got another Bruce here from St. Ansgar. Wrestling South Wind, Luke Mossman.
Over here at 145, it'll be Hilgerson for Central Elkader and Matland for Denver Tripola.
And a shot by Mossman there, but blocked by Bruce.
We're into the placing rounds of the day, where we're going to get all the fifth place matches done. Then we will get all the matches complete in third and first place. They will run those matches simultaneously. They'll complete one weight class before moving on to the next weight class, and they will alternate mats for the championship bouts here this afternoon.
Mossman working Bruce's head pretty good. Mounting makes a shot, but Bruce sprawls, blocks it. Working the head now. Nothing scored there. 25 seconds left, first period.
Hilgerson for Central Elkader has yet to show up for that fifth place match over here.
And I see Denver Tripola's got a new uniform now. Although I think the heavyweight wore it last match.
Yes, exactly.
One like that. Yeah, it's a little different. This has their name down the back. Still nothing over here. Bruce defers. There's South Wind deferred. Bruce went down.
I'll reserve comments on that. I'll just say, get off my lawn.
Here we've got
things are changing, and some, in my ways, sometimes they're not for the better.
Yeah, well.
Oh well.
I like the uniform, one uniform all the way through. You know, the colleges have a suggested rule that one team wear light uniforms with the other dark, and that's because on television or streaming you can't always see the red and green leg bands. So yeah, that's a good idea, I think.
Well, and anything to market the sport better to the fan base.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Make it easy to understand. I'm glad the powers that be are actually thinking about the fan base.
Yes.
Which they've been accused of not doing. We get a takedown over here, it looks like. Mossman from Southwind. Just took Bruce to the mat. Oops.
We haven't seen Hilgerson yet over here.
And we still have Mossman up on top of...
And in fact, Matlin is going to get a forfeit over here because Hilgerson hasn't been around. So, when your opponent doesn't show up, easiest forfeit you'll ever see.
Yeah, but you know, really, the coaches ought to tell the head table that. They know whether the kid is going to come out there and wrestle or not. It isn't that he walked downtown, I'm sure, to go Christmas shopping.
Although if you wanted to support the lovely downtown merchants here in Kelmer,
that would be fine too.
Exactly, but
they could tell the head table first.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've got St. Ansgar still down here. Second period. Mossman with an arm up behind the back. Looking to do a Hassman. Southwind's choice, and he's going down. Still nothing. He's going to work hard to make it 1-0 here pretty quick, I think. Tries to get out there from the bottom. He's got to get some hand control, which he does not have now. St. Ansgar trying to work a head lever, head in the armpit. That didn't work. And Mossman bellied out. Bruce working a wing and a wrist in the top position. Mossman pretty flat on the bottom. Bruce, he's St. Ansgar working that wing and a half now. Mossman now comes back to his base, up to his feet. Bruce drops to an ankle. Mossman's is out. Good lunge.
And 160, I don't think there's going to be a match here either. So a Furman will win by forfeit. I just kind of wonder if the Central Elkader kids thought they were done for the day after losing in the Concy semis. Because that's a Central Elkader kid too.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you don't want to wrestle,
maybe they all went shopping. We got a shot here by Mossman. He's ahead by 1. Got stopped though, head down.
Hey, we're up to 182 now.
Bruce stopped him.
On this side.
They're fighting hand control here on their feet. Bruce making a lunge. Get out of position. Mossman come up behind. He's going to win it 2-3. 3 to nothing.
And that's at 138, so the Warriors ended up with the victory there.
Yep.
So we're at 182 over here. It's Werzer for New Hampton, Adam Werzer, and Devin Lund for Denver Tripola. And you're at 152 over there, David.
And we've got walk-on. And looks like Southwind.
That'll be Tanner Tolofsrud for Southwind and Tristan Hansmeyer for walk-on. And here's Lund with the takedown for Denver Tripola, and they lead it by a 2-0 margin.
And both Tolofsrud from Southwind on a little shot there by Tristan Hansmeyer. He's in on Tolofsrud's leg, but Tolofsrud sprawls back and they go out of bounds.
And here is Lund having Werzer on his back here at 182. Lund for Denver Tripola. With 23 seconds left in the period.
And they go out of bounds here.
There's the fall, 147. Lund gets the fall for Denver Tripola at 182.
Shot here by Hansmeyer. Comes up through between the legs of Tolofsrud. Tolofsrud trying to counter it. He's in hooking the arms, but Hansmeyer comes up behind for the 2-point takedown.
And now we go to 170. It'll be Cole Christopher for the Corinne, Brody Braca for Denver Tripola. And Hansmeyer tying the arms up, trying to turn Tolofsrud, but again a roll through. Now a crossface cradle. Cole Christopher with a quick takedown to make it 2-0 over here.
Hansmeyer locked that cradle up, and he's getting back points, at least 2, maybe 3. 2. So 4-0 lead now for Tristan Hansmeyer, sophomore from Waukon. Tanner Tolofsrud, a sophomore from Southwind. Crossface tried again by Hansmeyer. Tried to bring him over, but didn't have the cradle locked up. He stuck a leg in, but his hips fell down. He's in a position now where Tolofsrud, if he had the time, could probably pull his head out, maybe get a reversal, but he ran out of time. Tolofsrud choice, he defers. Hansmeyer
Christopher still leading 2-0 over here at 170. Christopher now up by a 4-1 margin with 40 seconds left here in the period.
And we've got Tollersrud riding on top now. Hansmeyer has not been able to get away from underneath where he started. Got about a minute, 10 seconds left. He's holding a 4-0 lead. Tollersrud's got the leg in. Southwind kids seem to like the leg here at the lighter weights.
Christopher still leading 4-1 over here for 13 seconds left here in the period. He's leading Braca of Denver Tripola.
Hansmeyer stood up. Tollersrud took him back to the mat. Tollersrud still hanging on to a leg. And now Hansmeyer comes up behind for the 2 points, and he slaps on another cradle. He likes to cradle. And he's taking Tollersrud over on his back.
And second period starting over here. Christopher will start in the down position even though he's up 4-1.
Hansmeyer, he comes across with another cradle. On the near side. He rolls Tollersrud back to his back, and he's got back points. And time's up, but he got 3. 11-0 now. Tristan Hansmeyer over.
And we got Christopher with Braca on his back right now. 1:30 left here in the period. Christopher arm tied up around the back, the other arm tied up in front, putting pressure on the chest. 1:20 left here in the period. He steps out over.
We've got Tollersrud starting on the bottom
and
here.
There's the fall.
Hansmeyer puts in another cradle.
Christopher gets the fall in 2:50, so Cole comes home in 5th for the Decorah Vikings today.
And that's the match, 15-0. Tactical fall for Waukon. You can see anybody wrestles Tristan Hansmeyer, better stay out of the cradle.
Exactly.
Better keep that head and knee well apart. And what do we got here?
You got 95 with Malachek of Osage and Day of New Hampton. And 220, it'll be Cyrek Nelson for Decorah and Bowman for Denver Tripola. It'll be off to our right.
Both of them about in the middle of the mat here. Day and Malachek. All leg shot at the edge of the mat for Malachek, and he got the 2-point takedown. Day was all the way out, but that doesn't matter as long as all of Malachek's supporting points were inbounds. As long as the supporting points of one wrestler are inbounds, you're inbounds.
Simple.
Simple. That's right. That's the rule. Makes it a little confusing when both guys have, just one toe out, and then the referee blows the whistle and says you're all out of bounds.
Yep.
That's when people in the stands, they yell, "Be consistent, be consistent." Well, they're just following the rule.
Yeah.
Right now, we've got Malachek getting their fall points. He put a leg in, turned Day. Now he's got Day's arm up behind the back. Now he's going to come around to Hassman and let the arm slip, but he still put Day on his back. And Day doing a lot of bridging, but bridged on his shoulders, so Malachek got the fall.
That's a 110 fall for Malachek as, let's see, Cyrek Nelson still awaiting his match here at 220 against Ballman. We got a time issue here, perhaps?
That could be 45 minutes.
Yeah. They took 10 minutes in between, and Ballman would have been towards the end of that period.
I see this.
Of the last
I see the
go round.
Table workers leaving my mat, so I guess I'm on a break.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's been a good tournament. I've been impressed with the speed that it's ran.
And the thing of it is, you got good people running the show. Bruce Gullickson does a great job down here as athletic director, and I think wrestling tournaments run smooth when you let good wrestling people in control. When you have Kenny Makota running the show.
You know, one thing, I miss Dennis Osmondson.
Oh yeah, definitely. And of course, I think last year we were at sectionals in West Union. Dennis Osmondson, Marty Knutson ran that. And Dennis probably busy with Holiday Lights Magical Nights this time of year.
That could be. That could be.
I mean, he's a multi-talented guy.
I don't know if he's doing any officiating. He could be officiating somewhere else too, for that matter. So.
And Denny, a great guy in the world of wrestling as well. And
You bet.
And a staple down here at Southwind for many years.
Conclusion of the last fifth place match will go directly into the championship round.
So, yeah, it's.
I think we're waiting. We must be waiting a time situation here.
Must be.
But all things considered, been a pretty well-run tournament. From a Decorah perspective, what have you liked today?
Well, I like the way the guys have hustled. Kids who went out there and got after it. I mean, we just have, we don't have our probably our best kid in the lineup. That's Philip Eady at 106.
And probably another one of your best kids in Andy Lillegraven out.
That's another one at 182. Andy, yeah, he's tough too. And but I'd say the kids that are out there, I mean, some of them are just coming. They're seniors. They're just getting in the lineup this year. They have not been one of those kids who have done well for several years. They've come out new and they still hustled. And win or lose, I'd rather win, but I like to see the hustle.
And again, I think we're all competitive and we all want to see kids do well and have success every time they're out on the mat. But at the same time, we also need to remember that this is December 12th, and what really matters is January 30th, February 6th, February 13th, and then beyond that. And it's all a process because I'd say maybe there's a couple of guys in the Decorah lineup are at a pretty decent level right now, but there's work to be done to get to a good level.
Got to get better.
And I think we're seeing something like in an Isaiah Mitchell this year.
Oh, yeah.
And the improvement that he's showing out here. And
made improvement, but here again, as the year goes on, he's got to make more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I remembered I was over in Cresco about a month and a half ago when they dedicated that mural on the side of the Cresco Chamber of Commerce building, and Dan Gable spoke at the ceremony. And one of the things that resonated with a lot of the young people that were down there is Cyrek Nelson is on the mat against Ballman now.
Yeah.
But one of the things that resonated with a lot of the young people, he brought up Michael Millage, the state champ from Cresco a year ago. And he says if Michael's as good as he was last year, he won't win a state title. Because you got where you were last year, you got to get better.
That's right.
From that point.
How good you were last year won't cut it this year. Both Cyrek and Ballman out there kind of pushing each other around. And no score, minute left, first period.
Okay, right now, as of right now, Denver or New Hampton leading the way, 220.5 points. Denver Tripola second with 199.5. Osage third with 159. Southwind fourth with 144. Walk on in fifth right now with 118.5. North Fayette Valley in sixth with 117. Decorah seventh with 111. St. Ansgar eighth with 90. Elkader Central in 9th with 24. Turkey Valley in 10th with 18. Here's Ballman to the legs
Ballman
of...
on a shot. Ballman is still inbounds in his hands and knees. We need to go around behind him. We didn't, and we come back to our feet again. But Ballman has been warned for stalling. He's been backing straight out of bounds.
And Cyric starting to push him that direction, but Ballman heads back to the center of the mat as both men work the head with 17 seconds left here in the first period.
Both of them hanging heavy on the head, collar ties. Ballman's got a collar tie now. We need a crossface. Come on, crossface, Cyrus. Crossface. He's got his legs back there. Now he hits cross. Now he crossfaces. Got to get past that arm. Time's about up. But Ballman's hanging on with one arm, and there's no time and no points.
So we are done for the first period. No score between Ballman and Cyric Nelson. His final match of the day here at 220 pounds. Coming up next, the third place and the first place matches.
Cyric down, starts down. Ballman covers on the whistle. Cyric puts one leg out. Got to move a little more now. Puts one leg out, and Ballman promptly puts a leg inside. Starts to roll Cyric to the mat. Cyric trying to turn, and he does, and he scores a reversal. And then we get a 1-point escape by Ballman.
2-1 Nelson with a minute 35 left in the second period.
Oh, we walked into a double leg there. Tries to throw him past, but Ballman comes up on top. Is going to end up, got to get a 3-2 lead. Ballman comes up around the head. And Ballman tries to bring him back, get some exposure points. Doesn't, brings him all the way over to his belly.
59 seconds left here in the second
period.
Ballman
on top and a little high. This is a rematch of Cyric's first match.
Yep.
Which he won 10-3.
And really dominated that match, really.
Yes.
And I think Cyric perhaps thought he was close to getting some inactivity warning there, but stepping over is Ballman. He's got Cyric on his back, and he gets the fall. Ballman avenges a earlier darn near major decision loss to Cyric Nelson by winning him against him here in 340. So.
Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results here.
Yep. Here we go.
You got to wrestle every match.
Championship round is upon us at 106. Championship bout will be Mason Cleveland of New Hampton and Miles Hansmeyer of Walk On. For third, it'll be Felicity Taylor for South Wynn and Sam Platt for Denver Tripola.
I guess I've got the third place match. No,
you get the
first place match here.
I'm nothing if not generous, my friend.
That's nice of you. Nice of you.
Spread that word. People might not believe it.
Yeah, that's all right.
So here we go.
And Cleveland looked a little bit taller than Miles Hansmeyer.
Felicity Taylor and Platt ready to go here in the third place match this afternoon.
Platt was the second seed.
Yeah, and Dave Litter, the official, was sitting off to the side, and he says, whoops, we used two for the championship bouts there. So the third place match needed an official, and away we go.
Nice
Taylor shot. Quickly in on it's a takedown for Taylor.
We had a shot out of bounds by Cleveland, and now we got a takedown at the edge of the mat by Connor Cleveland. He went right into a half Nelson under the arm, and he doesn't have any back points yet. Does now. He's got Miles Hansmeyer on his back.
Hansmeyer was the 3 seed, Platt was the 2 seed, and Cleveland takes care of business in 39 seconds. Scramble situation in a 2-2 match over here between Taylor and Platt. Platt getting a reversal after Taylor got the initial takedown of the match. Still in the scramble on the side of the mat. Taylor trying to pop her head.
Out the back door.
Trying to get to that peek through position. 44 seconds left in the period.
Platt is hanging on. He's hanging on to the arms. He's trying to keep that head in there. 2-2 match. Taylor
down
pops
to
out the back door.
30 seconds remaining, and here's a reversal for Felicity Taylor, and Taylor has taken a 4-2 lead.
And she moves right out to the side, puts a half in. And she's going to run that. She's running that half up over the head. And she's got Platt's head down. Riding hard. Yeah. And there's a roll through by Platt. He's going to come up and face her, I think, get 1 point. And so it's 4-3, Taylor over Platt. Taylor's choice, she defers. And Platt says we're going to neutral.
Two minutes up on the board, a 4-3 lead for Felicity Taylor here at 106 pounds in the third place bout. They flip-flop the mats between the first and the third place bouts. Forehead to forehead tie between both wrestlers. And now a throw and
headlock by
headlock, but no control yet for Platt. Taylor able to pop the head and cover, and Felicity Taylor takes a 6-3 lead for the Warriors.
Headlock wasn't a good one, didn't have it tight, and Taylor just popped her head out, come up on top.
1:20 left here in the second period.
Now Taylor's working the arms. Now she's coming around looking for a half. Platt blocks that. Platt's got his head on the mat, and Taylor's putting trying for a power half. Taylor's way out to the side. Now she comes around behind. Platt tries to roll. Taylor staying up over the head. Now covering behind. Good control.
43 seconds left here in the period. 6-3 lead for Felicity Taylor, trying to get third today. She was the number 4 seed. Taylor doing a good job working off to the side, looking for that head in the side cradle.
Yeah. Well, she's got Platt worried about getting pinned. That's one reason why Platt had a tough time coming up. Hard to come up underneath when you're just fighting off the fall.
12 seconds left here in the period. A 6-3 lead for Felicity Taylor.
Now she comes around behind. That Platt extended pretty flat on his belly.
And the second period will come to a close with Taylor leading by a 6-3 margin.
Lost the contact. Just slips that back. She doesn't put that back. Did she? You get it back in? Yeah, she got it back in. That's okay. Red's choice. She's going down.
Taylor will start in the down position here in the third period. She leads at 6-3 on Sam Platt of Denver Tripola, who was the 2 seed. Here's Platt going for the far side cradle.
Taylor trips it up in a tripod position and allowed Platt to come over the top with that cradle, but it couldn't hold it. So the cradle's broken now. Platt's on top, parallel, trying to work the head down.
1:39 left here in the period, and a
half full Nelson. Platt was going to change sides with a half Nelson. Didn't get the hand off quick enough, and
a 7-3 lead for Platt as Taylor trying to
switch. Didn't get the arm in. Didn't get the arm in the leg. But Platt, he's trying to cradle. Got a crossface. Trying to bring that head to the knee.
A 7-3 lead for Taylor.
Keeps trying to pull
Platt is in the top position.
Keeps trying to pull that head to the knee, but Taylor does a pretty good job of straightening out, get that knee away from the head.
Off to the side is Platt, but Taylor able to get to her feet. Platt still with the hand control. Taylor gets to a leg of Platt. She'll turn and face and get the escape, and Felicity with an 8-3 lead. 50 seconds left here in the period. Taylor circling around, and she's going to cover and give a takedown to Platt, and a 10-3 lead here for Felicity Taylor.
Kind of a half effort for a headlock there on Platt's part.
35 seconds left here in the period.
Try to throw a headlock on her, you better throw it pretty hard. Yeah, he didn't really have much to hang on to there.
And call it a stalemate called with 22.6 seconds left here in the third period. A 10-3 lead for Felicity Taylor.
Off the start. Taylor, pretty good. Platt rolling through. Taylor follows right around behind him. Platt reached up with his arm, trying to catch Taylor's head, but Taylor's got her arms out in front of her. That ain't going to happen.
Felicity Taylor going to get third place for the Southwind Warriors today with a 10-3 victory over Platt, and she did it in impressive style. And we move on to 113 pounds. You'll have the third place match over there. Dylan Robinson of New Hampton and Gunnar Rogers of North Fayette Valley. Blake Steege of Denver Tripola will wrestle in the title bout over against Miles Howe of Walk-On.
And we've got third and fourth seeds here, so I guess they're out here where they ought to be.
Here is a takedown, attempted takedown for Steege. He's going to roll through and get a takedown from Howe. Tried to turn him to his back, but Howe was able to belly out of it, and Steege has a 2-0 lead. Has the near ankle, working the near side arm as well, looking to tilt him. He's almost got the turn on Howe, but Howe controlling the near knee of Steege to this point. Steege stepping over. He's got Howe on his back. 1:13 left here in the period. Steege has Howe on his back, and there's the fall, and Steege wins by fall in 51 seconds over Miles Howe of Walk-On. So championship bouts haven't lasted too long here at the first two weight classes at the Southwind Wrestling Invitational.
He certainly deserved his number one seed. And we've got Robinson from New Hampton with a 2-point takedown against Rogers from North Fayette Valley. And Robinson riding with a wing and a tight waist. Now he's got the arm up on the back. Got a leg tied up. Using chest pressure to turn Rogers to his back, and he's getting near fall points. Robinson way over the head on Gunnar Robinson. Or Gunnar Rogers, excuse me. And Robinson covering, but he's only got a couple seconds left. Time's up. He's going to get a 3-point near fall, take a 5-0 lead over Gunnar Rogers from North Fayette Valley. Robinson's choice, he's going to just take neutral. Knows where he wants to be.
Third place bout going on over there. So far in the placing bouts, Mason Cleveland, the champ at 106. Miles Hansmeyer of Walk-On in second place. And here's Robinson tilting Rogers once again.
No points yet, though. No points. Nobody got control. Just rolling around with each other. But now Robinson's up in a single leg position. He's got Rogers' leg up. Rogers keeps sticking the leg in the crotch there, so he can't lift it, but Robinson dropped down, took him to the mat for another 2, makes it 7-0.
Robinson of New Hampton, Rogers of North Fayette Valley.
Come back to the middle of the mat. Rogers kind of adjusting his face mask. Here he's got the face mask on the headgear. New rule this year, or rule on that too, is that the face mask, and I guess I don't think it's just this year, but the face mask has to be a part of the headgear.
Robinson leading 7-0 with 40 seconds left here in the second period at 1:13. Robinson
He's got the head trapped and
lost in overtime to Miles Howe in the semis.
Rogers has got his leg trapped, so Robinson can't get up where he really needs to be. Rogers trying to keep that leg held there. Robinson would like to kick it out. Now Rogers got his arm through. Gonna make it. Yeah, now he's back to his belly.
15 seconds left here in the period. A 7-0 lead for Dylan Robinson. That loss to Howe in the semifinals was his first of the season.
And they're going to go out of bounds now with 4 seconds left. It's going to be a dilemma here. It's going to be Rogers' choice that he certainly can't choose down. Now his headgear has slipped down, and the readjust that a little bit.
As Rogers will choose
He's going to go down. Well, I don't know. He's been down quite a while already. And Robinson riding tough. Rogers up in a tripod. Robinson breaks him back down. He's controlling an arm real good, putting a lot of pressure on. Now he's going to work to get the arm up above the back.
1:44 left here in the third period. A 7-0 lead for Dylan Robinson of New Hampton.
Now Robinson going to work come over the top of the head and try and whip him over, but Rogers hits a whizzer, and it comes to his feet, and they go out of bounds, and he's going to go back down again. Robinson never lost control. Rogers up to his feet, but Robinson brings him right back down again. And working the arms hard. A lot of pressure.
1:15 left here in the third period. Dylan Robinson with the lead of 7-0 on Gunnar Rogers of North Fayette Valley.
And Robinson now has got looks like he's got a cross wrist in there. And he's inside. He's going to roll through. Yeah, he's going to roll through tilt there with the cross wrist. And he's got 3 more, so it'll make it 10-0.
That's an extra bonus point team-wise there.
Yeah, New Hampton.
35 seconds left here in the period at 1:13.
And Robinson still riding on top hard. Got that cross wrist. And he's going to try to bring him back up. He's lifting with the leg, and he's still got the wrist tied up. Got count of 2, so he's got 2 more. Make it 12. 12 to 1. Rogers just got away.
I'll make it 12-2. And that's the way it'll end up.
Yep.
Major decision victory for
12-1.
Robinson.
Championship matches.
An extra bonus point for New Hampton.
Third place on the red mat.
So we move on to 120 championship bout on your mat, Dave. Noah 5 for New Hampton and Riley Wright of Denver Tripola. Third place bout over here, Luke Reichs of North Fayette Valley and Paxton DeVilvis of Southwind. This was a rematch of a first round matchup in which DeVilvis won by fall in 4:32.
We got Wright in on Fi's leg right now. Fi's trying to block it with a whizzer. Rolls out of it, comes to his feet, but Wright's behind him. Fi's got hand control. Wright dropped down on an ankle, but didn't catch it. And they're head to head again with Fi on top with a hip front headlock. Right down underneath.
No score yet over here between DeVilvis and Reichs.
Riley Wright, freshman, came in with a 7-2 record. Noah Fi, 8-0. Noah, a state tournament veteran already as a sophomore.
Third place a year ago.
Yep. He's got his head tied up of Wright pretty good here. Looking to come around. Wright squares out. Fi's got his head between Wright's legs. Riley Wright hanging on to an ankle. Blocking that takedown. Yeah, Riley Wright still hanging on to the ankle. Now he tries to bail, but he comes up and faces Fi. Fi's in really deep with a body lock. And they go out of bounds, and there's no points.
2-0 lead over here for DeVilvis on Reichs. 26 seconds left here in the first period at 120 pounds for third place.
And we're still 0-0. Little slide by tried by Noah Fi. Wright came out and faced him. 10 seconds left. First period, still no score.
And the first period just came to a close over here. It's a 2-0 lead for Paxton DeVilvis of Southwind, leading Luke Reichs of North Fayette Valley.
We got Noah Fi in on an underhook there. This time ran out. 0-0.
DeVilvis starts in the down position. DeVilvis trying to pick up his second win of the day over Reichs of North Fayette Valley.
Riley Wright deferred, and Noah Fi is going down.
And here is Reichs getting the arms tied up, had the near wrist and the far shoulder controlled for DeVilvis. DeVilvis with the Reichs riding a little high, gets to the peek through position, comes out the back door and gets a reversal. It's 4-0 DeVilvis.
Forward roll by Fi gets him an escape on the edge of the mat, so it's 1-0 Noah Fi over Riley Wright at this time. So we're back on our feet again. All right, in on a leg. Got Fi down on his bottom. Fi bellies out and he loses the takedown. Riley Wright now leads 2-1.
55 seconds left here in the second period. A 4-0 lead for DeVilvis, and he's going to get an extra point due to a stall call, the second one for Reichs.
And we got Noah Fi tried to forward roll, but tied up pretty tight here by Riley Wright. He's over the legs. He's not going to allow any rolls from there. Wright kid's tough. We know how good Fi is. You don't get third place down in Des Moines for nothing. And now Wright tries to put in a leg. It gets kind of high, but moves back over the hips now. Got a leg in, trying to power half on the opposite side.
Reichs still trailing DeVilvis 5-0. Reichs in the down position, trying to control the leg of DeVilvis. If DeVilvis can break that grip and circle around,
you've got Riley Wright on top here.
Get an extra two, but he runs out of time to do so as the period comes to a close. We go to the third here in the third place bout with DeVilbiss leading 5-0.
Now Riley Wright had Noah Fye pretty much on his belly and with the leg in and was applying a power half, and they called a stalemate. Blood time now on Noah Fye.
1:49 left here in the third period, and rolling through is DeVilbiss, and he is going to put Reichs on his back. 1:43 left here in the period. DeVilbiss getting the reversal and leading 7-0, and there's the fall. DeVilbiss stuck Reichs in 4:32 earlier today. He sticks him in 4:23 in the third place bout.
And DeVilbiss finishes third just where he was seated.
And we'll concentrate on Dave's match.
Now we got Fye, quick stand up there, but Wright, he takes him back down to the mat, now sticks the leg in a power half, and he's going to crank it. And official stops it there, potentially dangerous. 15 seconds left. Fye tries to stand up. Wright blocks it with an ankle pick and brings Fye back to his belly again. 6 seconds left. Fye still on top. And that's the way they finish the period. We go to the third, and Riley Wright's going to take down. And Wright starts to stand up. Fye pressures him back down, comes to a half, comes out to the side, got a spiral ride with a half and in the thigh. And Wright trying to get that half off his head. There's standing up. Now they come back to the mat. Fye up on top. A lot of pressure on. Riley Wright
2-1.
Riley Wright doing a good job of keeping his head up. Doesn't want any more of that half Nelson. And Wright holding his position. Fye on top, working hand control. Fye up on top. Reach it in, trying to reach for a half. Now he reaches for hand control, but Wright stands to his feet. He's carrying most of Fye's weight. Fye brings his back down. Now he's got the half in again.
1:05 left here in the third period with Wright leading 2-1 on Noah Fye of New Hampton. These were the top two seeds. Wright came in 7-2. Fye came in 8-0.
I don't know who they wonder who the two guys were that beat Wright. He looks pretty tough.
Yeah. But Denver Tripoli usually wrestles a pretty tough schedule too. 1 minute left here in the third. Wright trying to get to his feet.
Fye putting that half in. He's got a leg in with half on. Wright, I think, has got the half pulled out of there. Stalemate called. Going to bring them back to restart. Fye says let him up. So it's 3-2 now.
3-1.
3-1, I'm sorry. 3-1, yep.
45 seconds left here in the third.
Now Wright come right in. Wright came right in on the leg. Fye tries to get him off base. Fye trying to come around behind. Wright's got the leg locked up. Head inside single. Fye's going to try to lift the far leg of Wright. Trying to get something going. Trying to roll through. Make something happen. Wright pops his head out now. He's on top. No points yet. He's got a hard crossface on Noah Fye, and he ends up getting around behind, and he's got 2 points. Makes it 5-1 with 7 seconds left of the third period.
And Riley Wright of Denver Tripoli is going to pull probably at least a little bit of an upset as he defeats Noah Fye in the title bout here at South Wayne at 120 pounds.
Anytime a freshman comes in and beats a state tournament third place winner, that's got to be kind of an upset.
But the reason I say it's a little bit of an upset, Wright's a tough kid.
Obviously, he's a tough kid. Like I say, I don't know. I wonder who beat him twice this year already.
I will look that up here momentarily.
Okay, you do that. He's got the fancy phone.
Can I borrow your flip phone to look those up? So let's move on to 126 pounds. It'll be Johnny Wander of North Fayette Valley and Connor Cleveland of New Hampton. And Cleveland in on a leg of Wander already.
And I've got
Cleveland able to break him down and get a takedown to make it 2-0.
I've got Devin Steele from New Hampton and Reddig, Tevon Reddig from Denver Tripola. And they go out of bounds.
And trying to roll through a attempted pinning combination was Wander. Wander's going to turn and face, get an escape. Cleveland's headgear comes off, so they'll blow it dead with 1:25 left here in the period. It's a 2-1 lead for Connor Cleveland.
And we've got Steele from St. Ansgar. He was the 4th seed. Reddig was the 2nd seed. Trevor Reddig from Denver Tripola. Devin Steege.
Scramble situation here on the side of the mat. Year to year goes Cleveland and Wander. Cleveland gets to a leg, able to snap Wander down, still in bounds as they go out of bounds. It's a 4-1 lead for Connor Cleveland. Back to the center with 1:06 left here in the first period.
And here we've got Devin Steele, I guess it is, Steele. And so far no points scored. Devin Reddig, senior.
And here's Cleveland with Wander on his back.
Devin Steele, freshman.
Two back points for Connor Cleveland to make it 6-1.
And that's hard to figure out. Official Litterer just gave Steele a stall warning. Looks like he's the one that's pushing Reddig around.
Now Cleveland trying to get a leg in.
Looks to me like the official.
Cleveland has the arms tied up behind the back. Hasn't gotten it to an angle to get any back points yet. 22 seconds left to the first period. It's a 6-1 lead for Connor Cleveland.
Short time here, no score. Devin Steele against Tevon Reddig. And Reddig's choice. He defers.
And with 0.2 of a second left here in the first period, a potentially dangerous is called.
We got Devin Steele going down. He sets. Steele to his feet right away. Reddig following. Steele tries to turn. Reddig comes around behind. Steele back on his feet again. Reddig tries to stick a leg in, doesn't make it. Reddig's a little high here. Steele throws him off the top, over the head, and Steele gets a reversal out of it.
Here's Connor Cleveland getting in a reversal at the start of the second period. He now leads at 8-1 on Johnny Wander of North Fayette Valley.
So Devin Steele of New Hampshire, or St. Ansgar leads Tevon Reddig 2-0. Minute 27 seconds left, second period. Reddig making an effort to get up. Steele follows him. Puts an arm up behind the back. Now he's got a wing in. Hammer. And a hammer lock and a wing in on one side. I think he loses the wing, but he's still got the arm up on the back.
By the way, to answer your question earlier, Riley Wright actually only has one loss this year. It was to John Hillman of Union, a very tough kid at 120.
Oh, yeah, he's tough.
And getting away after a 2-point near fall situation is Wander. It's a 10-2 lead for Connor Cleveland here in the title bout at 126. Cleveland able to get another takedown with 47 seconds left here in the second period.
And we're both neutral here now. 2-1 score. Steele in deep on a head outside single. Reddig tries to throw go underneath.
And here's a cradle locked up by Cleveland. Cleveland trying to get Wander on his back. He does have him on his back and gets the fall. Connor Cleveland with a fall in 3:36. He becomes the second champion of the day for the New Hampton Chickasaws.
And we've got Reddig here with a takedown to make it 3-2. Reddig from Denver Tripola leading.
So far through the first 4 weight classes, we've had 2 New Hampton champs and 2 Denver Tripola champs. They're the teams that are leading everybody else by about 50 points here in the team standings.
And we've got Rettig with a 1-point lead, and he's going to take top. Must have a lot of faith in his ability on the top position. Steele trying to come out. Keeps turning. He's up on a tripod now. Rettig's kind of high. He's got a leg in, but his hip's down. Now he's got a leg yet in a power half. He's really cranking that power half. Rettig still on top. A little high, though. Steele coming up, turning, and he's got a reversal. Now he's got Rettig on his back. He come out from under those legs. Got a reversal and a 2-point near fall. Makes it 6-3. Steele. Steele, a freshman. Pretty good freshman from St. Ansgar. Over the leg, riding over the leg with a tight waist. Head in the armpit. Trying to break Tevon Rettig down. Now he's got him flat. Still got the arm up on the back. Holding a 6-3 lead with 46 seconds left. And Steele's not trying to just hang on. He'd get that arm up on the back. Still like to turn Rettig.
33 seconds left here in the 3rd period. Steele trying to bring the highest place to this point for St. Ansgar.
He was seated 4th. Looks like he may bump that up a notch. Pretty well got that arm of Rettig's up behind the back. Rettig pretty flat. And only 2 seconds left.
And that's going to be that.
6-3.
Steele for St. Ansgar, defeating Reading for Denver Tripola.
Championship matches. 132 pounds. Wrestling for 3rd place on the red mat. Mitchell, Tanis, Osage, Rodney Schwartzoff, Southwind, wrestling for 3rd place in the championship match. Wrestling on the gray mat.
Okay, let's move on here to 132 pounds. You'll have the title bout. It's a New Hampton-Denver Tripola title bout. Top 2 sheets, Tyler Shattuck of New Hampton and Cale Kruger for Denver Tripola. Over here we'll have the 3rd place bout, Rodney Schwartzoff for Southwind and Mitchell Shanatis of Osage.
And we've got Kruger in here on a shot, but being blocked by Tyler Shattuck. Kruger, freshman, 4-0. I'd guess could be maybe coach's son.
I'm assuming so, but we all know what assuming does.
Don't know. Yeah, that's right. Don't know. But obviously he's wrestled some. He's undefeated, 4-0. And Shattuck on top. Shattuck on top here, getting ahead, controlling the head. Kruger hanging on the arm.
.111 left here in the 1st period at 132 in the 3rd place bout. A stall warning for the Shanatis of Osage as both wrestlers go out of bounds with a 0-0 score and 105 left here in the 1st period.
Start back in the middle of that mat here. Shattuck is down. Kruger got a 2-point takedown. Shattuck trying to pull his foot out, and he gets it out. 2-1. Kruger with the lead. Cale Kruger, freshman, Denver Tripola, leading Tyler Shattuck, senior from New Hampton.
And Schwartzoff still with the 2-0 lead on Shanatis here. Schwartzoff trying to tie the arms up with 20 seconds left in the period.
Another shot by Kruger, quite a ways away. Shattuck's blocking it, getting his hips back. Now trying to work an underhook, and they're going out of bounds.
5 seconds left here in the first period over here. It is a 2-0 lead for Rodney Schwartzoff, the sophomore for South Winn.
Oh, shot by Kruger from quite a ways away, but he got some penetration. And he's in. Got a hold of Shattuck's leg. And time's out.
So
Kruger defers.
A 2-0 lead over here. Schwartzoff leading Shanatis, and Schwartzoff will start in the down position. Hits a switch right away and gets a reversal. And it's a 4-0 lead.
We've got blood time here for Shattuck.
Schwartzoff trying to come home at the home meet with a third-place finish for South Winn.
Cale Kruger, freshman from Denver Tripola, 2-1 lead over the senior Tyler Shattuck, New Hampton.
And now Schwartzoff having Shanatis on his back, but no points awarded by the official Dwayne Lunfit. So Shattuck or Schwartzoff still controlling things very, very well.
Shattuck started down, came to his feet, goes out of bounds, still down.
1:10 left here in the second period. It's a 4-0 lead for Rodney Schwartzoff. Schwartzoff has the wing and a wrist, let it go, works a little 2-on-1 on the near wrist.
Shattuck comes up, all Kruger's got is his ankle. Shattuck's turning into him now. He's got Kruger on his hip. But Kruger's hanging on to that ankle. Shattuck's trying to come up on top, and he does, and he's got 2 points. Puts him ahead 3-2. So 3-2 lead for Shattuck, New Hampton. Kruger comes to his feet. And good hand control, and he's out. Makes it 3-3.
4-0 over here. Rodney Schwartzoff with the lead for South Winn. He has control of the match over Mitchell Shanatis of Osage. Schwartzoff, the sophomore, and Shanatis, the freshman.
This Kruger is a tall, lanky kid. Headlock roll through by Shattuck. Hasn't got anything yet. And a front head roll through.
And trying to guillotine here is Schwartzoff, but a potentially dangerous situation as the arm was getting bent back at the funny angle.
Kruger is hanging on to that leg for all he's worth. Shattuck trying to get behind. Come on. About this time you could call a stalemate maybe.
16 seconds left over here. Wing and a wrist for Schwartzoff. He's trying to tilt him, but isn't able to do it.
And finally, official call, Pagel calls a stalemate.
4, 3, 2, 1, and Schwartzoff will go to the third, leading 4-0 for third here at 132 pounds.
And we've got a little blood time here. Score tied 3-3. Okay, this Kruger kid, this freshman, he knows how to wrestle, but he spindly as can be, very thin, tall. But Tyler Shattuck has been impressive every time I've watched him wrestle here this year. And Kruger to be hanging in there with him 3-3. So that's something for him.
Heading the side cradle here for Schwartzoff, but he has his head on the mat, but is able to step through and get a reversal, and it's a Schwartzoff lead of 6-0. He's got that
half and a wrist. Now we're started back up again here in the neutral position.
6-0 the lead for Schwartzoff.
One all taken care of, 3-3. And it'll be Kruger's choice next period. And time's up. Kruger's choice. Over to coaches. They thought maybe neutral. He'd like to go down. He convinced them, go down. That's where the percentages are.
50 seconds left here in the third period. In the third place bout, Rodney Schwartzoff for Southwind, still with the 6-0 lead on Shanatis for Osage.
We've got Kruger trying to step over Shattuck here. Shattuck getting a little bit high. Got riding to both wrists. Now he's back in behind. Riding wrist hard. Kruger standing up to his feet, looking for hand control. Gets tough on hand control, knows which way to turn when he gets it. Dives right in on a shot, a little too far away. Shattuck blocks it, tries to go around. Kruger blocks it with his arm. Kruger's now down in on a leg. Tries to go backwards, no points yet. But Kruger's got the leg and he's got to move up. He's looking for the other ankle. He's got one leg. Shattuck pulls that ankle away, but Kruger covers and he's got the 2 points.
Schwartzoff has won the third place bout over Shanatis of Osage 6-0.
And it's now 6-3. Kruger over Shattuck. Minute left. The kid just knows where he's at. And he had that one leg, but he looked for the other ankle. And when he got it, come up on top, 2 points. Shattuck tries to stand up. Kruger down to the ankle, drives him to the mat. 55 seconds left. Shattuck's trying to move out. Kruger's trying to cradle. He's got that cradle locked up, looks like. He's got long arms. Shattuck's got hand control, but he didn't break the hands. Kruger brings him over, but Shattuck bellies out, breaks the hands before any points were scored. I think he got a 1 count on him there. On Shattuck. Kruger's got a leg in now. Crossbody, looking for a cradle on the far side. Moving that head and leg together.
19 seconds remaining here.
Now we've only got 15 seconds here, I guess. Shattuck's sitting up, trying to turn into him. Kruger tying an arm up. He's not going to let Shattuck turn. And now bring Shattuck back to his base. And the score is 6-3.
So the second Denver Tripola 2 seed to beat a New Hampton 1 seed as Kruger again becomes the third titleist for Denver Tripola.
Yeah.
Let's move on to 138. Devin Stortz and Keaton Gertz. It was a rematch from a bout on Thursday night in which Keaton Gertz won by fall in the third period over Devin Stortz.
Del Kruger's done a little freestyling because he was going to go over and shake the New Hampton coach's hands. His coach told him, no, you can't do that here. That's not allowed in folk style wrestling. We got over here. Who we got? We got Waukon. And we got Denver Tripola.
All right, Gertz and Stortz underway here at 138.
Max Schwartz, Waukon.
Gertz in on a shot. Gets to the underhooks of Stortz. Stortz gets into a double, switches off to a single. Gertz, though, able to counter and takes Stortz down to the mat. And Keaton Gertz with the 2-0 lead on Stortz.
And here we got Denver Tripola with a leg up. And with the takedown. This is Caleb Wilson, Denver Tripola. 2-0 lead over Schwartz, Waukon.
And here is Gertz trying to tilt Stortz. He wasn't able to get any points. Stortz getting back to his base. Gertz riding a little high in this situation. He is fully up in the air. Devin able to turn and face and get the escape as they go out of bounds. It's a 2-1 lead for Gertz with 1:13 left here in the first period.
Well, now we got Wilson just about had Schwartz on his back. Schwartz kind of rolled out of it. Wilson come up on top of the leg in.
And here's Gertz reaching for a shot. Devin able to stuff the head. Gertz looks for a trip. And he is near the edge of the mat. He's trying to pull Devin back in. There's no control. And now Gertz goes out of bounds. 59 seconds left here in the first period. Keaton Gertz with 2-1 lead on Devin Stortz.
And we've got Wilson from Denver Tripola has Schwartz on his back. Got the arms got tied up pretty tight. He's chest to chest.
Forehead-to-forehead tie as Devin Stort's in on a shot with Gertz. Gertz trying to whizzer out of it. Devin steps over, trying to get his head out. Gertz still with the leg around the head of Devin Stortz right in front of the Decorah corner. And out of bounds they go. Still 2-1 Gertz. Neutral restart. 35 seconds left here in the first period.
And we've got a fall. Caleb Wilson over Max Schwartz from Waukon for third place.
So now we concentrate on the title bout. Gertz leading 2-1.
Gertz in on a leg. Devin tries to roll through. But Gertz hangs on to the leg. Gets another 2 points. Makes it 4-1. First period, 16 seconds left.
Gertz trying to beat Stortz for the second time in 3 days. Beat him in the duel the other night in Decorah.
Gertz's choice, he's going to choose down. Don't need to defer. I'm going to go down when I'm fresh. Stortz covers.
4-1 the lead for Keaton Gertz here at 138 pounds.
Gertz stands up right away. Stortz picks him up, puts him down to the mat. Stortz reaches under through the crotch, tries to lift. Gertz tries to roll through. They go out of bounds. Gertz looks like he'd like it. Gertz is back on. Gertz is on top now.
And he gets the reversal to make it 6-1 with 1:40 left here in the second period.
They come out of that roll with Gertz having the leg in, and now Gertz going to let him up. Tell the official, put him on his feet. Makes it 6-2. Nice slide try by Gertz, but Devin countered nicely, squared right up with him. Duck under tried by Gertz. Stop, duck under tried by Devin. Both boys pretty quick on their feet. Good reaction time. Gertz ducks underneath. Devin underhooks. Gets his hips back. They go out of bounds.
.111 left here in the second period. It's a 6-3 lead. 3 takedowns for Gertz, 3 escapes for Stortz.
Duck under by Gertz, but penetrates. Didn't get it right off the bat, but he kept his knees moving, penetrated, and got the 2. Makes it 8-3.
Gertz in control of this run, trying to win the third title for New Hampton today. Denver Tripola has won 3 titles as well.
Now he's got cross wrist tied up, and 3 back points off that tilt.
And Gertz now up to major decision level. It's 11-3 Chickasaw. There's Gertz with a tilt.
Yep.
Hasn't gotten any back points yet. 5 seconds left here in the second period.
Keeps that cross wrist tied up.
Be Devin's choice to start the third. It'll be an 11-3 lead for Keaton Gertz as we head back towards the middle.
Red's choice.
It will be Stortz.
Gonna go neutral.
Going neutral.
Yeah, been under him long enough.
Devin asking for some assistance from Dave Litterer to strap up the headgear. 11-3 the score, 1:55 left here in the third period. We're in the championship bout here at 138.
Gertz, a lot of motion. Tried to get underneath, tried to slide by. Gertz does a wonderful job of trying to put 2 moves together. There, just throw by, and they got 2 points on the edge of the mat.
13-3 the score, and now he's trying to get some back points on the edge of the mat. Devin was out of bounds, and
but Devin's on now. Gertz is out of bounds. Devin's on, and so he's getting back points.
Dave Litterer down, taking a deep look, and there's the fall. Keaton Gertz with the fall in 4:37 over Devin Stortz, so he is the champion today at 138.
championship matches at 100.
So through the first 6 weight classes, 3 Chickasaws, 3 Titans have won titles. So we move on to 145. Derek Fox of Osage and Keegan Tangy of New Hampton. And for the 3rd place bouts, it'll be Cale Reichs of Turkey Valley and North Fayette Valley's Jarrett Kerr.
And we got a shot here right off the bat by Tangy. And he's down on a leg. No control yet, though. Picking the leg up, comes up, looks for a half. Doesn't get it. Over the head. And now Fox is sprawled. And way up faced him. And now Tangy keeps coming. And he's got the 2-point takedown. He just never kept that tricep control and never gave it up. And kind of ended up with a Kelly. And now he's got a leg in. Right in crossbody. Tangy, the 2nd seed. Fox, the 1st seed.
No score over here yet between Reichs and Kerr at 145. Reichs in on a shot. Kerr trying to whizzer and get the hips back out of it. Reichs able to get Kerr's leg up into the air. He takes him back down to the mat, but doesn't have any control yet.
Tangy.
Now Kerr circles around. Reichs keeps moving with him. Still no scoring. And Kerr gets to a double leg for Reichs. Reichs trying to whizzer out of it.
Tangy riding tough on top. In fact, he just slapped the near side cradle on Fox.
48 seconds left here in the 1st period. It's a scoreless match between Reichs and Kerr.
Tangy would like to take Fox over backwards, but when he does, he loses the hold. But he still hangs in there. He's got front headlock now.
And a stalemate called between Reichs and Kerr with 37 seconds left here in the 1st period.
As long as he hangs on to that front headlock, he'll keep control. There hasn't been any points given yet. Fox trying to come around, make something of it. Hooks the leg. Tangy comes up on top. No points there. So 2-0 Tangy. Now Fox comes down on a leg. Tangy gets a lot of position, and Fox scores a reversal.
Kerr working out to the side, has Reichs down and the head stuffed, but Cale able to get back to his feet here. And now Kerr will
we've got Tangy
lift up, but run out of real estate.
And we've got Fox with a reversal and near fall points there on the edge of the mat. Tangy got a little bit high, out of position. Fox come around the front and turn him to his back. 5 points, so it's 5-2. Derek Fox of Osage over Keegan Tangy right now. And Tangy's going down to start the 2nd period.
0-0 between Kerr and Reichs. It'll be Kerr's choice, and he will choose down to start the 2nd period.
Tangy stands up. Fox lifts him off the mat. Comes over on a half, and Tangy rolls out of it. It's 5-3 now. Fox over Tangy.
Trying to circle around at the edge of the mat. 1:45 left here in the period. He looks to get that reversal, and there it is. As Kerr leads Cale Reichs by a 2-0 margin. They're on the side of the mat, and Kerr is completely out of bounds, and 1 point of Reichs is out. And Dave Litterer rules them out with 1:31 left here in the 2nd period. So Reichs in the down position right now.
Fox tried a fireman's carry, but Tangy come out on top and pinned him. Just like that. Fox tried kind of a throw, and he slipped it, and Tangy come right on top and planted him. So with 1:06 left in the 2nd period, we've got a fall by the 2nd seed, Keegan Tangy.
Over the top seed, Derek Fox. Kerr leading over here in the 3rd place match by a count of 4-0 now.
Fox looked like he had kind of come back in control of the match, but he slipped on that
Not
throw.
so fast, my friend.
Slipped on that throw and went underneath him, and Tangy, when he came down on top, boy, he clamped down hard. And wasn't going to let him out of there.
So Keegan Tangy with his 4th, the 4th championship of the day for New Hampton. Right now, Kerr leading
4-0.
Dale Reichs by a 4-0 margin. North Fayette Valley and Turkey Valley battling out for third place here at 145 pounds.
And that's the situation where Kerr is the third seed and Reich's fourth seed. They go out of bounds. 1 point. For Reichs makes it 4-1. North Fayette doesn't really think about that, and they're going to get the warning.
Jacob Peterson went over to the head table to
Chat with the official. But the 1 point still stands up on the board.
correct.
And 4-1 now. Kerr.
And yeah, they're going to change that to 2-1, and I thought it was that because Kerr had not put Reichs at all in any sort of pinning combination, and it's a 2-1 lead. 2.1 lead. 6 seconds left here in the second period. So Reichs' choice here in the third, and Kale's going to go down.
Chance to tie it up here with an escape. Kerr covers. Tight waist. Kerr on top, trying to tie up far wrist. Reichs comes
Kale
to his
able
feet.
to get to his feet. No hand control yet, and Kerr with a mat return to keep Reichs in the down position.
Right on the edge of the mat. Reichs pretty well out. Kerr still with a tight waist. Head in the armpit.
And a stalemate called. 1:32 left here in the third period. Reichs again will start in the down position. He trails it 2-1 to Kerr of North Fayette Valley.
Tries to switch. Kerr comes over the hips. Kerr has Reichs' leg split now. Got to move up.
And working off to the side here is
driving the hips up.
Kerr.
Reichs needs to be pretty careful. He's trying to get under a leg and roll out.
1:04 left here in the period.
Roll out from under it, but Kerr doing a good job of bringing the hips up, bringing the hips over.
Kerr still leads by a 2-1 margin. 48 seconds left here in the period. Reichs trying to switch, circling around, but Kerr keeps the hip pressure up.
Yep. Kerr keeps stepping in.
And Reichs trying to circle
come
around
across.
once again, but out of bounds they go.
Kerr goes
34 seconds left here in the third period.
Kerr goes over both legs there. And nothing left of the switch when that happens. 34 seconds left. Reichs tries another switch, but he leaves his arm behind, and Kerr has the arm controlled. Got Reichs pretty much broke off his hips and down flat. Reichs called for stalling. Guy behind me at 1 point shouldn't be called for stalling.
Yeah.
And if I was in Turkey Valley coaches, I'd be all for it because he's got to get up.
6 seconds remaining here in the period. Reichs trying that switch and trying to circle around.
Comes to his feet. Kerr locks up, brings him back down.
And Kerr's able to win the third place bout by a 2-1 margin. So we move on to 152. Championship bout at 152. Brock Jennings of Osage, Ryan Gorman of New Hampton. Third place bout over on your mat, Dalton Smith of St. Ansgar and Connor Revote of Denver Tripola. As we're at the halfway point of the championship round, we'll give you the team standings. New Hampton with 247.5. Denver Tripola with 221.5. Osage with 159. Southwind 152. North Fayette Valley 119, Waukon 118.5, Decorah 111, St. Ansgar 92, Elkader 24, and Turkey Valley with 18.
And the third place match here, we've got Smith's headgear down around his neck, so get that off and straighten it out. On the championship match, they're both hand fighting in the middle of the match, Gorman and Jennings. We got a nice takedown shot here by Smith, but no points yet. And Volt from Turkey Valley, or from Denver Tripola, comes out on top. He's got Smith on his back. Real headhunter here, and he's got the fall.
It occurs in 45 seconds.
Denver Tripola. And we're still trying to establish a little control. Jennings makes kind of a little shot for a leg, too far away. Gorman squares up. Gorman takes a shot out of bounds.
So 37 seconds left here in the championship bout at 1:52 in the first period. It is a scoreless bout right now.
So 25 seconds left in the middle of the match. Ryan Gorman, Brock Jennings. Jennings makes kind of a shot. Gorman comes right in on a leg, and he's got the leg picked up, head inside single, but Jennings blocks it with a whizzer. Jennings tries to come around behind. Gorman squares up.
No scores. We go to the second period.
Jennings goes down. His choice. Gorman on top, rides with a spiral ride, hand in the thigh. And under the arm. There's a lot of pressure on him. Jennings comes up into a tripod. Gorman holding over the head. Jennings moves into a sit position. Now he brings the outside leg up, and he's on his feet. Turns into Gorman for the 1-point escape. Gorman makes a shot from a long ways away. Jennings hanging heavy on the head. Back out to face each other now, forehead to forehead.
1-0 Jennings with the lead. Jennings trying to become the first non-New Hampton or Denver Tripola champion here today at the 8th weight class.
Well, we knew that New Hampton probably be well represented there, but Denver Tripola has wrestled very well. And we have a shot by Jennings. Head inside single. Gorman putting a lot of weight on him, trying to crunch him. Gorman reaching over, trying to grab an ankle. Jennings trying to work in, consolidate a little bit. Jennings up to his feet now. Jennings in tight on that head inside single. But Gorman got an arm in there. Really putting a lot of weight on Jennings. And it's a stalemate.
1-0 Jennings. 28 seconds left here in period number 2. Jennings with the one escape here. Popular guy, Dave Omdahl over there.
Yeah. And forehead to forehead. 13 seconds. Now, Jennings made a little shot. Gorman came up behind, and he's got the 2 points with 4 seconds left on the board. And he's going to go ahead 2-1.
Heading to period number 3.
And it's Gorman's choice, and he's going to go down. I'm sure puts him in the position he wants to be. Ahead by 1 going in the third period, down for choice. Jennings riding with a tight waist. Gorman up on his base, establish some hand control here.
1:47 left here in the third period.
Jennings
Gorman leading by a 2-1 margin.
Jennings trying to drive him down, still hanging with a tight waist. Gorman's to his knees. Now he's got to get hand control. Jennings dropped down on a head inside single. And he's got a single leg position up on his feet. Now we'll see if they go out of bounds.
And they're both out of bounds.
Yep.
Dennis Pagel keeping a keen eye on that one. 1:26 left here in the third. Gorman restarts in the down position. They trail it or Jennings trails it 2-1. Gorman to his feet.
To his feet.
Trying to establish hand control.
And he's got the escape.
And does get the escape to make it 3-1.
3-1. Forehead to forehead, hand fighting, trying to get control of those hands. Little arm drag tried by Jennings.
55 seconds left here in the third period.
Jennings makes a shot to the outside. Gorman squares up, blocks it. Jennings tries to make another shot. Gorman makes a shot now. He's in deep, got his head between Jennings' legs.
35 seconds left in the period, and they go out of bounds.
Yep. Gorman's doing just exactly what he needs to do, just enough, and he's staying in really, really good position. Very frustrating for Jennings. Gorman's got a collar tie. Staying, and Jennings makes a shot. Jennings got his head inside single, got the leg lock. Gorman putting a lot of pressure on him. Got the hips back on an ankle, driving those hips in, trying to get an angle on Jennings.
8 seconds left in the period.
Jennings is underneath. Gorman's going to try to keep his head down, moving to stuff in the head. And Jennings is going to be under there till the end of the match, and it's going to be 3-1 Ryan Gorman.
So Ryan Gorman becomes the 5th Chickasaw champion of the day. And time to move on to 160. Title bout over on your mat. Christian Johnson of Osage, undefeated kid at 160. Isaiah Mitchell for Decorah at 160 pounds. Third place match over here. It is Haben for Jordan Hammond for Denver Tripola and Drew Bating for
We've got Johnson in on a leg, and he's got the takedown with about the first 3 seconds. Johnson taking Mitchell to his back, getting back points now. He's got an arm around the waist. Johnson's tough, and he's really strong. He's got wing on Isaiah, trying to trap the head. Good fight. Isaiah to keep moving away, but now Johnson goes chest to chest, puts him right on his back, and he doesn't have the fall yet. He doesn't get his legs hung up in Isaiah's. He goes around the head.
And Bating with getting some back points here.
And there's a fall for Tristan Johnson of Osage.
And Bating gets the fall on Haben for Denver Tripola. So the 60-pound weight class doesn't last too long.
No, it doesn't.
So we move to 170.
Well,
championship bout over here.
Isaiah Mitchell had a good tournament.
No doubt about it. Beat a kid that he lost to the other night.
Yep.
In Bating.
And Johnson's is a stud. He looked good.
So.
He looked good.
So we move on to 170. Championship bout over here. It'll be Noah Glazier who pulled the upset victory over Justin Woods of Osage in the semifinals. He will take on Stephen Moore from Southwind.
No. St. Ansgar. At least that's who they've got out here. So.
Well, the title bout's over here in New Hampton,
the title
Southwind.
Oh.
That's St. Ansgar and Osage under third place.
Osage over here, yeah.
Scramble situation, no points awarded yet. Glazier and Moore continuing to scrap in the middle of the mat.
We got no points scored yet.
Tristan Johnson for Osage, by the way, became the first non-New Hampton or Denver Tripola champion today. And here's a takedown for Moore, and he'll let Glazier back up. It's 2-1 Moore. 1 minute left here in the first period.
Are you sure I don't have the championship match there? I got the first and second seed.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
That's not the way it worked out, though.
Ain't the way,
No.
ain't always the way that works.
No, that's not the way it works.
Especially here in these early season tournaments, because there's really not a lot of criteria.
Not a lot of criteria. No, not a lot of criteria to seed. But Woods, the number 1 seed, did get a takedown here. And he's cranking Meyer from St. Ansgar pretty hard, and then lost him, so no points. But Meyer's still down.
So Moore still leading 2-1 over here. Both men continuing to work the head with 25 seconds left here in the period. Back to the center they go here. 12 seconds left here in the period. Moore and Glazier here at 160 pounds. The 3 and the 4 seed battling it out here at 170 rather. And it is a 2-1 lead for Moore as we go to the second period.
We got Woods out here, kind of a body lock. Meyer's got a whizzer in when the time's up. 2-1 Woods, Osage over Meyer of St. Ansgar. St. Ansgar's choice, they defer. Woods goes down. Meyer covers.
Here's an escape over here, I do believe. 147 left here in the second period. Moore still leading 2-1.
Meyer riding pretty tough on top. With tight waist and near wrist. Woods trying to circle out, hooking the elbow. Maybe don't think he'd like a side roll. Never thought that worked very well anyway. Now Meyer has him flat on his belly.
It's actually 2-2 over here. I thought there was an escape. They were a little late putting it on the board here. 2-2 Moore and Glazier here at 170.
Now we got Woods coming up from underneath. I don't think there's any points yet. Now there is. And official Litterer gave some points earlier, but now it's just 2 for, took them back. 2 for Woods, makes it 4-1. Over
50 seconds left here in the title bout at 170. Both men staying in pretty good position, really not giving the other guy an opening. And here is Moore to a leg, stepping over, covering, getting a takedown over Glazier. And Moore for Southwind now leads it 4-2 with 30 seconds left here in the second period.
Now we got Woods over here putting the legs in on Meyer. And official Litterer calls it a stalemate.
Nine seconds left here in the period as Moore's headgear came off, so they stop action with 9 seconds left here in the period.
Meyer came to his feet with good hand control to get an escape to make it 4-2. Woods is in on a double, but Meyer drops his hips back, blocks it. Back on their feet again, fighting for hand control. Woods with a front headlock brought Meyer to the mat.
Glazier able to get to his feet, but Moore with a nice mat return at the end of the period. And it's a 4-2 lead for Moore as we go to the third. Moore will have the choice and he will go down.
That's where we're going, third period. And Meyer's going down. Behind by 2 points, score 4-2 Woods.
Moore able to get to his feet, and Glazier still has hand control. Moore trying to gain it as Glazier with a lift out of bounds.
Moore
with
escapes.
147 left here in the third period, a 4-2 lead for Moore.
Moore escape should make it 4-3.
.145 left here in the third period, a 4-2 lead for Stephen Moore. He's in the down position. He tried to turn and face Glazier, but Glazier rode him out of bounds.
We've got Woods in with double underhooks and kind of tying Moore up. Now Woods jumps behind, makes it 6. It says 6-2 up there. I was thinking it should be 6-3.
And here is a reversal for Moore, and he'll get, as Glazier gets to his feet, he'll send Glazier back down to the mat with a mat return. 6-3 the score. Moore on top, trying to win the home tournament for the Southwind Warriors individually. Out of bounds they go with 1:20 left here in the third period.
Woods gets 2 near fall points on the edge of the mat. And it should be 8-3 now, Woods.
1:17 left here in the third period. A 6-2 lead for Stephen Moore for Southwind, a talented sophomore. Sitting at 6-1. Glazier sitting at 8-2 right now.
We got Myers to his feet. Woods get called for stalling for not bringing him back to the mat.
55 seconds left here in the third period. Glazier able to get to his feet once again, but Moore with the hand control. Glazier able to get that hand control, turn and face and get the escape. It's now 6-3. Glazier trailing Moore.
And we're out of bounds here on my mat, and they go back with Woods on top. 8-3, leading 8-3 over Ethan Myers, St. Ansgar.
30 seconds left here in the third period. Moore leading by a 6-3 margin, trying to become an individual champion at the home tournament for the Warriors.
Meyer stands up. Woods drops right down to a knee. Now there's a little scramble here, and Meyer comes out on top. 2 points to make it 8-5.
Glazier was in on a shot, and the headgear came off of Moore, and the whistle had blown dead.
So we've got Justin Woods of Osage, 8-5 winner over Ethan Myers, St. Ansgar here for third place.
10 seconds left here in the first place match here at 170. Stephen Moore for Southwind. Noah Glazier for New Hampton. Moore just hanging on an arm right now and doing just enough. And Stephen Moore is going to be a Southwind individual champion for the Warriors as he defeats Glazier by a 6-3 margin here at 170.
Yeah, pretty good sophomore.
Then Taylor, Osage, Manning Goshen, South Winneshiek. In championship match, on the gray mat, Nick Palmer, North Fayette Valley, Joe Freeman, Waupun. Championship matches, 182.
So you're ready to go with your title bat over there as Nick Palmer of North Fayette Valley and Joe Freedom walk on. The top 2 seeds will wrestle there.
And you've got Mallinger.
Mallinger of Osage and Manning Kavoshik of Southwind.
And Baumler was in on a shot there, but it's out of bounds. 1 and 2 seeds. There's Baumler's in on a leg. He's tight. He's got his head inside. He lifts Baumler up, takes him to the mat. And it's 2-0 Nick Baumler over Joe Frieden.
Baumler, defending state runner-up. Top-ranked kid at 182. Top-seeded kid. Pretty easy call on that one today.
Yeah, they didn't have to argue long over that. Baumler, Frieden makes a shot. Baumler snaps him down and they go out of bounds. Joe Frieden, senior, 4-2 record. Nick Baumler is also senior, 3-0 record. Baumler, tall and rangy.
Key part of that semifinal football team for North Fayette Valley as well.
Head inside single. He picked Baumler way up off the mat. And dropped him down very nicely.
2-0 lead here for the Osage wrestler Malachek.
Baumler with a leg, riding with a leg in. Up 4-1. Get that leg figure forward. And now he pushes Frieden away. Gives him the escape, makes it 4-2. And again, single to that left leg of Frieden. And finishes up on the edge of the mat with a takedown.
And the period comes to a close here in the third place bout as Malachek of Osage leading Kabosik. Manning Kabosik of Southwind 2-1.
Caution on Frieden. He had his hands about a half-inch behind the sign. Now we get a caution on Baumler for his jumping whistle. Frieden tries to stand up. Baumler pushes him away. Now we'll see if he goes to a head outside single.
Here's Kabosik in on a single with Malachek. Switches off, steps over, and covers and gets the takedown. Malachek got the escape to start the period, but Kabosik able to return him to the mat with the takedown. It's a 3-3 match right now. 1:30 left here in the second period. And now Kabosik has Malachek on his back and gets the fall in 2:34. Manning Kabosik ending his day in style for the Southwind Warriors.
And we're starting the second period, and Baumler chose down.
I would not have bet that your match would still be going at the end of my match at this weight class. And that's no disrespect to Joe Frieden. It's just a credit to Nick Baumler.
Yeah, well, Baumler is pretty dominant on his feet. He gets that single leg to his right side. Last one was a double. But
goes to show that, hey, I'm not that bright. And second of all, you gotta go out and wrestle.
Nice switch on Baumler's part for 2 points. Now he sticks the leg right in. There hasn't been any scrambles here. Frieden has done a good job of just of staying in position, staying down. He just can't score any points. And it's 10-3 now. He's making Baumler earn it, and to Baumler's credit,
yeah, he's earning it.
He's earning it, yeah. But Frieden isn't rolling around with him, putting him in any position where he can get caught. Baumler's got the leg in, turning the hips. Now he's trying to work the head real hard. Power half. At the wrist, and we get a stalemate. Sometimes I wish on those stalemates they just make the top guy get out and turn him. Baumler lets him up. Frieden faces him. Baumler's grabbing for a leg, pushes him out of bounds.
We're at 182 in the championship bout. Nick Baumler of North Fayette Valley.
He's controlling the head. Frieden makes a shot. Baumler
leading 10-4 with 52 seconds left in the second period. So we're down to 6 matches left in this one.
There's a shot on the leg. Frieden gets called for stalling. Yeah. Baumler's in on a leg. Frieden dives out. Baumler covers it, and they're both up. Now, Nick, you got 1 foot out. That's not a takedown.
And out of real estate just by a bit.
I think Baumler thought maybe he had both feet in, but that one right foot just went out.
Being fair to Nick, he doesn't have eyes in the back of his head.
No, that's true. He's making a shot.
And Frieden's going to get hit for stalling.
Hit for stalling. He backs straight out of bounds. He probably thinks he was driven straight out of bounds. Yeah. Baumler had a pretty good pursuit on there.
Here's Frieden getting to a leg of Baumler. Baumler able to...
He just comes around.
Stuff the head and comes around and gets the takedown. Now trying for a wing and a wrist, up 13-4 with 20 seconds left in period number 2.
I think he'd like to put a half in on this side, but Frieden's doing everything he can do to keep him from putting that half in. 9 seconds left. This guy is going to end up 13-4. Major decision for Nick Baumler.
Well, we're only through 2 here.
No. I think his match has lasted forever.
It probably has, yeah. Been a lot of stoppages.
Frieden goes down.
That's for sure.
Baumler covers. Frieden sits out, comes out to face him. Got a score, 5-13-5 right now. And they go out of bounds.
.150 left here in the third period. 13-5 the score.
Baumler controlling Frieden's head. Frieden standing in there. Baumler makes a shot. They go out of bounds.
Baumler leading 13-5 here at 182, trying to become the first champ of the day for the
North Fayette
Valley Tigerhawks. New Hampton has 5 champs. Denver Tripola with 3, Osage with 1, and Southwind with 1.
They're shot by Baumler, and he comes up and back trips Frieden to the mat. And then go out of bounds, 15-5 now. Minute 13 left.
Both these, Frieden especially looking really gassed because he's kind of been beat on.
Yeah, he has been. Baumler comes, sticks a leg in. Now, leg comes out. Frieden, good job of getting out of that leg. Makes it 15-6.
1 minute left here in the third period.
Baumler hanging heavy on the head. Baumler pulls that head. Baumler grabs hold of the head. He's got a hold of it.
Jacob Peterson, Doug DeMuth in the corner for North Fayette Valley. Baumler getting to a leg of Frieden. Switches off to the double, stays in bounds, and gets the takedown as Frieden falls out of bounds with 43.3 left in the third period.
17-6. Baumler in with a leg again. Trying to turn those hips. I'll give Frieden a little credit. He keeps his hips planted pretty well flat to the mat. Baumler looking for a wrist now.
24 seconds left here in the period.
Frieden gets his arm free. Baumler comes back up on top. Now he sticks a leg in, stretches Frieden out. Looking to turn him. Grabbing the head. Got that hip figure forward.
It'll be a major decision for
17-6.
He will defeat Joe Frieden of walk-on. So we move on to 195. It'll be Southwind and Denver Tripola. Isaac Schiedenhelm of Denver Tripola, a senior. Landers Kabosik of Southwind, a senior.
And we've got Daniel Ott and Kelvin Geyer. North Fayette.
And this is that's a rematch of the first round match in which Geyer won 7-4.
Yep. But we've seen some turnarounds. Let's hope we can get another one here. Geyer coming in with an underhook, trying to throw. Ott, pretty good job of staying in position, keeping his elbows in. They're ear to ear right now.
Scramble situation. Kabocik reaching for a leg. Schiedenhelm able to stuff that head, and they both break away.
We've got Ott on a double leg. Takes Geyer to the mat. Should have no points yet. No points yet. Now he's got his 2. Hard cross face, looking for a cradle. 2-0, Daniel Ott over Kelvin Geyer.
No score yet, although a couple of wild sequences over here with Schiedenhelm and Kabosik.
We've got Ott reaching back, Geyer reaching back, grabbing Ott's leg. Now he lets go of it. Ott a little bit high. Geyer trying to establish hand control. Hot, bright and tough. Got Geyer broke down on his belly. Trying to get Geyer's arm up behind his back. Throwing his hips in, coming over his head. Geyer sits up into him, but Daniel recovers. Now he's getting back points.
22 seconds left in the period over there.
Geyer was trying to turn up and turn into him, but Daniel did a good job. Now he's over there. He's over the head, not quite chest to chest, pulling the arm up.
5 seconds left in the period over there. We go to the second
now
period.
Geyer turns into him, brings him back, and no fall, but we got the 3 back points, so Daniel Ott leads 5-zip.
Schiedenhelm and Kubosiek 0-0 starting the second period. Kubosiek starts down, gets hand control on the way up, and gets the escape to make it 1-0.
Geyer's choice, he chose neutral. Don't want to get down under Daniel anymore. I guess he had enough of that. So, see what we can do on our feet.
Kubosiek and Schiedenhelm in the center of the mat. I believe Landers was the only champion last weekend for Southwind at the Wapsie Valley Invitational. .122 left here in the second period. A 1-0 lead for
Ott and Geyer both on their feet.
Kubosiek.
Daniel makes a shot, drives Geyer out of bounds. Daniel's still on. Now they go out. Daniel's got penetration here on him. Geyer tries a headlock. Daniel slips it, comes out. Daniel's got a leg up in the air now. And he takes Geyer to the mat, goes right out to the side with a half Nelson, puts the half in, doesn't have the half very deep, but now he's got it a little deeper, and he's got back points. Geyer tries to roll through. Daniel's going to pull him back, and when he pulls him back, you got to pin him, and he does. Fall. 52 seconds left in the second period. Daniel Ott takes third place.
Kubosiek trying to get points against Schiedenhelm, and a takedown is awarded here for Kubosiek against Schiedenhelm, and Kubosiek leads it by a 3-0 margin. Schiedenhelm able to get to his feet, but Kubosiek keeps hand control, and they go out of bounds with 15 seconds left in the second period. And injury time here for Schiedenhelm.
Blood time.
It is blood time, yep.
And 3-0, second period.
Wild sequence there a moment ago.
Landers, Kubosiek.
Landers trying to become the second champion of the day for Southwind.
I see he's got one loss. I wonder who that was to.
Thinking back, I think he lost the title bout at Wapsie Valley last week. So that was a tournament the Warriors did win. I think they put 6 in the finals and had only one champ. Schiedenhelm with one loss on the season as well. .1 seconds left here in the second period. A 3-0 lead for Landers Kubosiek. Daniel Ott turns around the loss earlier today to Kelvin Geyer.
Yeah,
well done.
And he didn't just catch him either. I mean, he took him down and put him there.
Yep.
He wrestled tough. Schiedenhelm starting down. Landers on top. Schiedenhelm stands up, tries to get hand control. Gets away. Landers comes right back in after him, but Schiedenhelm has the 1 point.
3-1 the score as Schiedenhelm goes for the throw right in front of Coach Schmelzer and Coach Ellsburn in the far side corner, but to no avail. They were out of bounds. 3.9 seconds left here in the second period. A 3-1 lead for Landers Kubosiek, and we go to the third. It'll be Schiedenhelm's choice, and he will go down. Cheatham able to get to his feet, get hand control, and
both up.
They're both
3-2 right
up.
now.
It's 1:45 left here in the third period.
3-2. Kabosiek with the lead.
Cheatham able to get to a leg. Kabosiek trying to stuff the head and circle around, but Cheatham able to get back to his feet. Both men breakaways, but still action going with 1:25 left here in the third period.
They're
Kabosiek 3-2 lead.
Kabosiek backing towards this edge. Now he comes back to the center. Both of them forehead to forehead. You don't see any ear-to-ear tie with these now. We've got Cheatham on the hunt. Kabosiek smart enough not to back straight out of bounds.
Forehead to forehead tie once again. 1:01 left here in the third period. Cheatham the top seed, Kabosiek the number 2 seed. Kabosiek leads it 3-2.
Got a good defense. He gets the stalling call now against Kabosiek. 47 seconds left. Got to get active.
The score.
There he
Kabosiek
takes Cheatham out of bounds.
And out of bounds they go. 40.7 left here in the third period. A 3-2 lead for Landers Kabosiek, trying to win the second title of the day for South Wind. Stephen Moore was the other champion. Cheatham able to get to a
head inside single. Takes him backwards, but Kabosiek's got a whizzer in.
Kabosiek able to get to his feet. 28 seconds left here in the period. Cheatham going to a leg once again. No control on the edge of the mat. And they go out of bounds. 21.5 seconds.
Cheatham actually had a takedown there, but when Kabosiek hit that edge of that mat, he bounced right up. He didn't stay on his hip.
21.5 seconds left.
Good fight on Kabosiek's part. Cheatham reaches for the leg again, doesn't get it.
Kabosiek has been warned for stalling. Yep. Cheatham on the leg once again.
Sprawls.
7 seconds left here in the period. Cheatham steps through a peek through a position. Kabosiek trying to counter it. 1 second remaining, and that's that. Landers Kabosiek, a South Wind champion for the Warriors today. Heck of a match there at 195.
It really was. I'll tell you, Cheatham gave it everything he had.
Landers Kabosiek, your champion at 195 for the Warriors, winning 3-2.
In fact, Cheatham was in deep enough a couple times there that probably should have had points, but Landers was so good at squaring up and bouncing off his hip and doing what he needed to be. Well, I guess we're up at 220 now.
And you got a title bout over there, David.
Yeah, Caleb Ring from Osage and Jordan Baumler from North Fayette Valley. And first and second seeds. Ring with 1 loss. It says 10-1. I don't know, I could add 10 matches already this year. But Baumler 4-0. Baumler in on an ankle pick, but Ring is just basically stuck his leg back. Now Ring's in a body lock. They're at the edge of the mat.
And here's Emmanuel, has the walk-on kid on his back for third, and Emmanuel is going to get the fall. Anthony Emmanuel with the fall in 39 seconds for third here at 220.
And that was Dawson
wins
Reagan.
Over Dawson Reagan. So the Warriors ending the day pretty strong.
And we got Ring on top of Baumler now, leading 2-0. This Ring's a big boy, 220. I bet he weighs all of it. And
really solid kid.
Yes.
In terms of structure, at least.
You bet. And he knows where he's at. He locked up that body lock on Baumler and took him out of bounds. If they'd have been in the middle of him, he'd have pinned him. But now he's got Baumler's arm above the back and keeping his hips in. Ring's keeping his hips in tight and holding that arm up there so Baumler can't get it out, trying to reach back in the crotch. Really hard to wrestle with one arm behind your back, and that's just where Caleb Ring is keeping Jordan Baumler's arm. Now he comes around with a Haspin, got it tight. Slipped it. Lost the hand. Going to come around the head and plant Jordan Balmer, but Jordan got his arm free.
2-0 lead, and that's the way we will go to period at number 2.
Yep.
So the champions so far today, Mason Cleveland of New Hampton at 106, Blake Stege of Denver Tripola at 113, Riley Wright of Denver Tripola at 120, Connor Cleveland of New Hampton at 126, Cale Kruger of Denver Tripola at 132, 138, Keaton Gertz of New Hampton, Keegan Tengi of New Hampton at 145, Ryan Gorman of New Hampton at 152, Tristan Johnson of Osage at 160, Stephen Moore of Southwind at 170, Nick Baumler of North Fayette Valley at 182, and Landers Kavoshik of Southwind at 195.
We've got Caleb Ring chose down to start second period, come up out from underneath, so leads 3-0 now. And Caleb Ring reached back kind of for a trip, outside trip. Baumler stuck the leg back now. Ring looks like he's trying for another body lock. Ring with an underhook. Baumler throws him right to his back.
Wow.
Got nice, set it up nicely. Ring went to lock up on that body lock, and Baumler threw it first. And if the referee was on this side, he might call a fall. Jordan Baumler, Caleb Ring on his back.
52 seconds left, so he's got plenty of time to finish it here, and I think he's been flat about 3 times.
I don't think Ring can get his arms through either. Baumler's really got that head locked up tight, and he's not letting Ring get his arm. Now Ring got his arm through and bellied out. Score makes it 5-3. Baumler. I was just going to say that if I was Baumler, maybe I wouldn't throw with the thrower, but he threw it. He threw it.
Well, when you do it like that, you obviously did it with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he got Ring. He tied up first, and Ring stepped in for his body lock, and Baumler threw it before he got the hands locked and took Ring for a ride.
9.4 seconds left here in the second period. Baumler leading by a 5-4 margin.
Now we got shoelaces come untied here. But they were covered with Velcro when they started, so it was legal then. So we're okay. No penalty. (5-4) Baumler over Ring, and Baumler's going to get his choice at the end of this period.
Set 2 periods done. Baumler leading. He looks to the corner. Doug DeMuth tells him neutral. They go neutral.
Ring goes in after a leg. Baumler steps back. You got Ring tying the head up. You got to be a little more careful about those body locks now.
Out of bounds they go. 1:39 left here in the third period. A 5-4 lead for Jordan Baumler, the number 2 seed for North Fayette Valley. Caleb Ring, the number 1 seed for Osage. Coming into today, they had a combined 14-1 record.
Ring down on a single, head inside single. Now he picks it up. Got Baumler kind of off his feet, tried to trip Baumler. Now Baumler counters with the throw.
And gets a takedown.
Gets the takedown. 7-4 Baumler.
Oh, tell you what, Jordan Baumler has been pretty impressive, the sophomore for North Fayette Valley.
You know, he knows just where he's at and what the feel is. And that was a situation where Ring actually had him off the mat.
Yep.
And Baumler was out of bounds, but Ring was in bounds, and he countered with that throw and took Ring.
Takes some good ability and just good athleticism to not give up points in a situation like that. Here's Baumler, has Ring on his back once again.
Yeah, Ring was trying to throw. Ring tried to throw, and Baumler just simply stepped in, planted him, and he's got
and there's the fall.
Yeah.
5:06 fall for Jordan Baumler. And the champion at 220 is a North Fayette Valley Tiger Hawk, second Tiger Hawk champion of the day.
And he earned it.
It was no fluke.
Nope, he earned it.
So here we go on the championship bout at 285. There's only there is a third place bout here.
Yeah.
This is Stephen Holsheiser of St. Ansgar and Cole Headington of Decorah. Cole picked up a 4-3 win earlier today over Brock Farley of Denver Tripola. Farley taking on Joey Dale of Osage in the third place bout. Cole showing some nice potential here.
Yes.
In his senior season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe one of those kids that you can get by late January or early February to the next level.
Fairly light on his feet. You couldn't think somebody that big. He moves quick. And looks like maybe he's not quite as big as this Holsheiser. Holsheiser's trying to get double overhooks now.
And on the edge of the mat, Holsheiser able to get the takedown, and he's got Cole on his back right now. Out of those underhooks, and there's the fall. Holsheiser wins by fall in 56 seconds over Cole Headington.
Kind of looked like Cole maybe tried to throw him and didn't make the throw, and Holsheiser just basically fell on him. And we've got no points scored in the first minute of the heavyweight match. Heavyweights on the gray mat here aren't quite as big.
On the red mat, they seem bigger.
Yeah, Farley's probably the biggest one. Dale's. I don't think Dale's. He may not be as big as Ring, the 220-pounder, but apparently he probably can't beat Ring.
So we have all the champions have been crowned. Sawyer Holsheiser for St. Ansgar. And that means, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5 of the 10 teams here is going to take home an individual champion.
Now we've got Farley from Denver Tripola and Dale from Osage sparring here in the middle of the mat. Forehead to forehead. Not a lot of action. Not much time left either, thank goodness. A lot of pushing here, forehead to forehead. Farley, second seed. Yeah, it's freshman.
And Headington took care of him earlier today.
Farley defers, and Dale trying to make up his mind. He decided, I better go down. No points on the board. Kind of get one on an escape here. Dale, the fourth seed, the senior. Farley, a freshman. Dale comes up. Farley throws him backwards to the mat. Probably had his hands locked a little long there, but official Luntvet checking it out. And we go out of bounds, and Dale's still going to have to go down. Joey Dale, the senior, but I think a little underweight.
Farley, a freshman, and he does have the size advantage here.
Yeah, and picked Dale up, threw him down. On top now, riding, putting all his weight on him. And it's quite a little. Now Farley's out to the side, trying to put a half on. Dale gets his head up. Dale got to carry a lot of weight here. Farley's a big boy. Farley's under the arm now. Now he's got a half in. He's going outside. He's cranking it. He's got Dale on his back, and he pins him. So Brock Farley, Denver Tripola, freshman, pins Joey Dale, senior from Osage, and for third place.
Okay, let's give you the team standings after that match. The team standings, New Hampton wins it with 255.5 points. Denver Tripola second with 229.5 points. Osage third with 180 points. Southwind fourth. They had a very good final round with 168. North Fayette Valley fifth with 130. Walk-on sixth with 118.5. Decorah seventh with 115. St. Ansgar eighth with 98. Elkader ninth with 24. And Turkey Valley in 10th with 18 points on the day. So, Dave, your final thoughts on the day?
Well, been nice to done a little better, but we didn't have a full lineup here. A lot of kids out. I thought the kids wrestled pretty hard. I was really encouraged by Daniel Ott, the way he wrestled. Cyrek Nelson wrestled hard. Best kid we got probably today was Stortz, and he ran into Geertz again.
And Isaiah Mitchell.
And Mitchell got farther than he was expected to get. So, no, I don't have any complaints. I don't like the way we finished. Where we finished, behind Waukon even. That should give them some encouragement when it comes time for dual meet. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll have our whole lineup in there then.
Well, after 9 hours, we'll call this one a day. Fun working with you as usual. And one more to go before the holiday break down at West Delaware a week from Tuesday night.
That'll be fun.
All right. Thank you, David. Many people to thank for making the broadcast possible. First and foremost, our advertisers, the good sports-minded people who helped us bring the coverage wherever you were. Without their help, this coverage would not be possible. So, as always, we encourage you to support the businesses who support local high school sports. And lastly, and most importantly, we thank you, that's right, you, the listener, for tuning in and logging on to KDECradio.com. Our next high school sports coverage will be Tuesday night, Decorah girls basketball against Stowine, a 7:30 start time from Decorah. And then next wrestling coverage will be on the 22nd as Decorah takes on West Delaware from Manchester. Coverage for that one will start around 7:30 that night. So for Dave Omdahl, Darren Swenson saying so long from South Winn and the 2015 South Winn Wrestling Invitational.